From the day of love to a day of learning. Welcome to Education Day at East Tennessee State University Brooks Gymnasium for Southern Conference women's basketball action. A matinee affair this Thursday morning. The Wofford Terriers and the ETSU Buccaneers. The colors being presented here from Brooks Gym. The national anthem is forthcoming. Before we get to that, we'll touch on starting lineups. Nope, national anthem. Here we go. And you saw it, folks. We went from Valentine's Day yesterday and a happy day after Valentine's Day to you. Today, Education Day, which means nearly 1,000 school area children are with us. It's a yearly tradition here at ETSU. They get to tour the facilities, come and see what East Tennessee State University is all about, and then pack in for 2 hours of great entertainment surely ahead from these two. Wofford currently sitting 7th in the conference at 10-16 overall, 3-8 in the SoCon. They've lost their last 4 and 6 of their last 7, though don't let those streaks fool you. 5 of the last 6 losses for the Terriers have come by 7 points or less. So they've been in a lot of games, just haven't quite been able to get over the hump. As for ETSU, they currently sit at number 2 in the conference. They come off a win over Chattanooga. In fact, that win made it a series sweep in the regular season over the Mocs, which is the first time the Buccaneers have accomplished that in 20 seasons since the 1997-98 year. ETSU is 15-10, 8-2 in the SoCon. They have won 9 of their last 11 since losing to a Northern Kentucky team just before Christmas that had won just 1 game prior to their win over ETSU, and that was over a Division II independent. Though strangely enough, Northern Kentucky went on to beat number 20 Wisconsin Green Bay just 8 days later. That loss for ETSU certainly seems like it has been a wake-up call. There are your starters for the Buccaneers. Tiana Tartar has been absolutely fantastic over the last 5 games, really over her entire 4 years here, but the last 5 games specifically, 24 points per contest, 5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 steals. Erica Haynes-Overton just returned from an extended absence from the Bucs due to concussion-like symptoms. She missed 3 games but returned in bench duty for ETSU against Chattanooga. Had 12 points off the bench, their second leading scorer. She is back in the starting lineup for the first time since sustaining that head injury. And the other 3 starters, Mallory Scher, 2-sport star here for ETSU. She wears number 22. Brittany Snowden at a forward. And Sadasia Tips at 6'1" will be the most physically imposing presence in the paint for the Bucs. For Wofford, Cairo Booker is the guard. She wears number 10. Jamari McDavid wears number 12. Emily Ryan is the sharpshooter for this Terrier team. She wears number 24. Marissa Baer, she is 6'1" and will rival Sadasia Tips in the post. And Deja Green, especially in conference play, has really been the main threat for Wofford. We might see what would be considered the best 2 first years in the conference matchup here today. That's Green and Haynes-Overton. Those 2 likely 1 and 2 in the Freshman of the Year race here in the Southern Conference. Here's tip-off, and Bayer does win it over Tips. And Deja Green will bring it up for the Terriers. Green 4th in the league in points per game in conference play. Kicks it in the corner. It was looking for Emily Ryan. A deflected pass from Tiana Tartar goes to Brittany Snowden, and the Bucs come the other way. Haynes-Overton to Tartar, who will set up the offense. 1 steal already for ETSU. That's been their calling card this year. Tiana Tartar, who's got the ball now, 21st in the nation in steals as she feeds one inside for Snowden, who makes the left-handed layup. Erica Haynes-Overton, who's back on the court, and ETSU will press. Haynes-Overton is 5th in the nation in steals, so a pair for ETSU, as coming back the other way is Wofford breaking that press, and Jamari McDavid answers Brittany Snowden's layup with one of her own. But two that will be in that press, Tartar and Haynes-Overton, some of the best pocket pickers in the entire country. 2-2 early on. Here's Mallory Scher pulling up from 15, leaves it just short, and the rebound a strong one for Jamari McDavid. Green quickly back the other way, crossover dribble, pulls up from 8, off the back iron. Tiana Tartar skies for the rebound. Ahead of the pack is Erica Haynes-Overton. Trying to chase her down is Deja Green, and Overton is able to beat her to the rim and lay it in for her first deuce of the contest. Erica Haynes-Overton second on this team in steals as once again Wofford breaking the press with ease inside. McDavid is fouled, should be on Brittany Snowden. The Bucks forcing Wofford back an attempt at least, but unable to stop the Terriers on these last two possessions from moving up the court over the top. They're hitting those home run passes, and Jamari McDavid has been the beneficiary of that. Each of these last two possessions, she makes the first free throw and cuts the lead in half. And the second one good as well. First sub of the game is Raven Dean. Where's number 5? Brittany Snowden will check out. Just her first foul, but 90 seconds in, Raven Dean gets the chance to come in off the bench and establish herself in this contest. Lob over the top, Mallory Scher met it behind the backboard. Tough angle, so she'll dribble back out. Haynes-Overton. Now Tartar on the right wing. Scher coming to it at the free throw line. Back to Tartar. Tartar going to drive left. Good cut off by Green. Inside, good cut by Scher. She was hit on the elbow, and she'll head to the line. Mallory Scher for ETSU also plays softball, and the ETSU softball season actually just did get underway last weekend. Bucks traveled to Georgia Southern, went 2-3. As leaving one short is Scher. She'll miss the first month or so of the season for the Bucks, but one of the everyday outfielders once she does get done with basketball season is Scher. Made some incredible catches. Some highlight reel plays both on the softball field and on the court. She gives the Bucks the lead and now gets the steal off the deflection by Tips. Tartar tried to get it back inside to Tips. It does eventually find its way through, and Tartar picks up the assist as Sadeja Tips gives ETSU a 3-point lead. Here's Green going through the double team of Tips and Haynes-Overton. Kick over to Bear. Outside, this is Booker. She'll drive. Tips was there to stop her, trying to save it in bounds and underneath her own basket. Here's Bear with the left hand, no good. McDavid the rebound. She leaves that short on the second chance opportunity. And here comes Erica Haynes-Overton as the Bucks try and run. Haynes-Overton has Dean to her right. Dean thinking about the 18-footer. Instead, Haynes-Overton will kick it up top. It rotates all the way around to Tiana Tartar. Tartar inside. Layup is good. Tiana Tartar, her first field goal, and ETSU's balanced scoring has seen 5 different Bucks put the ball in the bucket early on. Here's Green once again going through the press and kicks it to McDavid. She has 5 early points, make it 6 early points. Her second layup in transition. Erica Haynes-Overton wasn't looking for that pass, does look up just in time as Tiana Tartar got it to her. Inside, here's Dean, 10-footer off the back iron, and the rebound for Deja Green. Green is the only player in league play that's in the top 20 in scoring for Wofford. And she was looking for Bear, but Bear was looking for the shot. Already had faced up looking towards the rim. Thought Green, perhaps with that scoring prowess, was going to choose to shoot. Talked about Tiana Tartar's prolificness in the last 5 games. Green not having too bad of a last 5 herself. 24.2 points per game. She's also averaging 16.5 shots during that span. Had only taken 16 or more shots one other time before these last 5. Tartar once again gets inside, this time just too strong, and Bear with the rebound. Green also a good facilitator. She leads this team in assists, 122 of them on the year. That's about 4.5 per game. Next dead ball will get Malaysia Scherer in her first appearance for ETSU. Sure knocks it away from Green. It goes out of bounds, and here is Scherer as well as Shy Copney. Emily Ryan, the sharpshooter for Wofford. The threat from distance for ETSU is Copney. Out goes Sadeja Tips and Mallory. Sure, the 5 on the floor for ETSU. Tarter, Copney, Dean, Haynes Overton, and Scherer. Green from 18 feet just inside the arc. Not sure that most coaches love the long two, but when the result is what it was for Green, they'll take it. And Deja Green gets Wofford within a point, has her first bucket of the day. All 6 had come for McDavid before that shot. 3 in the corner is short, Scherer, and a good outlet pass coming from McDavid to Green. McDavid's been crashing the glass early. Jumper from Booker is no good, and Tiana Tarter with the rebound. Tarter behind the back dribble, now crossover, kick to Dean. Created some space for Dean, and did she step on the line? She traveled, they say. Dean disagrees. And it'll be a turnover on ETSU. The last time these two teams met, ETSU scored just 25 first half points, but they trailed by just 1. And the Bucks had an 8-point lead with 2:30 to go and had to fend off a Jamari McDavid 3 on the game's final possession for Wofford to hold on for victory. 61-58 was the final. Brittany Azell, head coach for ETSU, is on record as saying, this is a team that tends to give us trouble for whatever reason. Another jumper from Booker is off the mark. ETSU back the other way with Tarter. Gets inside with the left hand. Tiana Tarter has all the moves, and she has 4 early points to go along with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Bear, the lefty, ugly jumper, goes off the bottom of the backboard, but McDavid once again finds herself in the right place and has her 4th rebound and points number 7 and 8. Scherer. Wofford will come with 2 subs, make it 3 at the next dead ball. And that leaves their bench empty. Wofford playing with just 8, as they have the last couple of weeks. And we'll have our first media timeout, detail the roster struggles of Wofford when we do return here on the Southern Conference Digital Network.